Hi, everybody. My name is Dillon Waschenbach. I am the Undergraduate Career Coach here in Business Career Services in the Walker College of Business at Appalachian State University. And to start off our salary negotiation series, I wanted to discuss a little bit about the offer that you maybe are just receiving from a job and how to understand the compensation package and kind of what to expect with those things. So as we start out, say you just got a job, you were just offered a position, what is included generally in the information that you're given? Generally, you're going to see some information such as the job description and/or any specific details about what you're going to be doing in that role. You'll also generally see some information about the organizational structure and like who you're going to be reporting to, whether that's a supervisor, manager, director, whomever in that space. And generally, it's going to give you some directions on how you can accept your offer and what your deadline is for accepting that offer. You'll also see some information on start date and sometimes some directions on getting to the office and things like that, depending on how far along you are in the process. As far as salary negotiation goes, the most important part of that offer letter is the income and the benefits. So as we look at a couple job offers here, the one on the left is going to be a little bit more all-inclusive in the email. It's going to provide information on the type of role that you're going to be doing, what your starting salary is, what your start date is, and then it includes some information about the different benefits that this person is eligible for. They're eligible for medical benefits, vision, dental. It gives some information about paid time off with vacation, personal, and sick leave, as well as how that accrues each month and when you're eligible to start that. It also gives some information, again, on when and how to accept that offer. On the other side, on the right side here, we have kind of more of a bare bones offer. That's going to provide some brief information offering the position, and there's an attached document that's going to provide all of the additional information about salary and benefits and how to sign those different things. When there's an attached information, generally there's going to be a little bit more information, but each organization and each employer is going to be a little bit different on how they offer that information and provide you the information that you need to make the best decision for you and your family. One of the things that I hear regularly from students as they're reviewing their offer letter and trying to understand all of the different components of that is what's the difference between exempt and non-exempt status. Exempt status means that you're not eligible for overtime pay. We see this generally with salaried positions where you may work more than your normal work week on any given day or over the whole week. Some employers will allow for extra benefits or like compensation time if you go over, so that you can use that time at during another period and not use your vacation or sick time. But that should never be expected. Each employer is going to be different and each one has a different culture on how they approach overtime. So that's a conversation to have early on with a supervisor, and they'll more than likely tell you that information as you're kind of getting started with an organization. If it's a non-exempt status, these roles are eligible for overtime. We generally see this for hourly positions, but there are some salaried positions that are non-exempt. So as you review your offer letter and start to digest all of the information that is being provided to you on those documents, you might start to think to yourself, what's my next step? How do I negotiate this a little bit further, or what do I negotiate? The first place to start is your salary and hourly wage. This is typically the place where there's the most flexibility in negotiating, and generally is going to have the most wiggle room that isn't super regulated like health insurance or vision or dental insurance might be. So start with the salary and hourly wage. This is the most common thing, easiest thing to negotiate. And if you are working with an employer and they are unable to negotiate, or they offer you the most amount of money at the beginning, which does happen, and they'll usually share that information with you, you can start to try to negotiate other options. Some other options that we've seen students negotiate were time off, parking, travel expenses if they travel a lot for work. And something that's happening more frequently now is that employees and people who are starting work are starting to negotiate work from home options, whether that's working hybrid more or fully working remote. So these are all things to try out in your negotiation process, and you should always try to negotiate with each job that you get, because you never know what extra benefits you can get out of that by not negotiating. So this kind of kicks off our salary negotiation series. If you have any additional questions, continue to watch this series and reach out to me via handshake or email, and I can discuss any questions you may have or set up a time to talk further. Thank you.